In DC vs. Vampire All-Out War, our tie-in to the second volume of the main DC vs. Vampire storyline, we meet up with Damian, now a vampire, attacks Martian Manhunter, seemingly killing him. He delivers evidence to Black Mask to meet the Vampire King, Dick Grayson, but it's a ruse. Alfred tends to John's injuries in a survivor hideout. Damian plans to use Alfred as bait to reach Dick. The scheme works, leading them to Dick at Wayne Tower. Dick realizes Alfred is Martian Manhunter and unleashes vampire minions Wonder Girl, Gorilla Grodd, and Victor Zash on John while Damian battles Dick. John is overpowered and falls from the tower. Damian returns to stop an attack on Alfred, killing Fire but suffering severe wounds. Alfred gives Damian blood to save him. Dick offers a final farewell, allowing them to leave if Damian doesn't attempt this again. Alfred and Dick say their final goodbyes. Deathstroke, Blue Devil, and Damage explore a cave in the Swiss Alps for the Lazarus Pit to revive Batman and combat a vampire threat. Their mission falters when Damage is attacked by Azrael, a member of the Order of Grey Sun. The battle results in the death of Blue Devil and Damage being turned into a vampire, leading to a one-on-one fight between Deathstroke and Azrael. Azrael accidentally falls into the Lazarus Pit, emerges free of vampirism, and helps Deathstroke escape, but the pit's water loses its properties, preventing Batman's revival. At a secret base, survivors Mary Marvel, Bane, Jimmy Olsen, Captain Atom, and Booster Gold are introduced. Slade and Azrael meet the Council, including John Constantine and Midnighter, where Slade is reprimanded. Azrael reveals human blood farms. Meanwhile, a vampire posing as Damage infiltrates the base, causing Captain Atom to explode and devastate the base, leaving few survivors. The survivors head to a League of Assassins compound in Chicago. They inform Talia of their plan to travel to Florida to capture the Weather Wizard and seek the location of the last Lazarus Pit to restore sunlight. Meanwhile, vampires infiltrate the hideout where John Constantine and Deadman are preparing. As vampires attack, John fights them off. Azrael, tormented by Saint Dumas, is saved from a vampiric catman by Jimmy Olsen. In the main hall, Talia, Alfred, and the survivors battle vampires. Jimmy is killed by Wonder Woman, who is then held off by Mary Marvel. John learns the pit's location and has Mary clear a path, but Wonder Woman attacks Booster Gold. John magically saves Booster but is nearly killed by a cave-in caused by Deadman, who is rescued by Dr. Fate as the remaining survivors escape. Elsewhere, we see the vampires, Superman, and Shazam overseeing the blood farm, with Shazam reporting to Superman, who says, "Let them come." Florida, the survivors are joined by Batwoman, who was sent by Damian. She reveals she was helped by Damian, and now aids him by providing the layout of the blood farm and information about its defenses. She also mentions the captive Starfire, who could be crucial in their fight. Superman, as Baron Cinder, tries to coerce Starfire into using her powers to fuel him, but she refuses. Meanwhile, Slade's team splits up. Group 1 infiltrates the farm, killing guards and advancing floor by floor. Group 2 waits for the distraction. Bane, tricked by the vampire Mirage, is poisoned and immobilized. Slade finds Starfire and asks her for help with a distraction. Bane is then possessed by Deadman, who kills him to prevent his turning. Azrael kills Mirage, who reveals that becoming a vampire is the only way to cure Jean of Saint Dumas' growing influence. Baron Cinder, deceived, flies off with Billy, leaving only his honor guard at the farm. Dick Grayson wakes up to a call from his sister Melinda, who needs him for protection during a meeting with vampire representatives. They arrive at a business fronting as a vampire hideout, but their leader, Mary, is absent. The Acolytes of Shadows, a vampire faction in Bloodhaven for centuries, reveal they want to kill Mary to unite the vampire community and overthrow humanity. Realizing it's a trap, Dick tries to escape with Melinda, only to discover she's allied with the Acolytes, convinced by Pandora. Dick fights valiantly but is overwhelmed. As he loses hope, Pandora turns him into a vampire. Embracing his new power, Dick defeats the vampire leader and declares, "Where is Mary, Queen of Blood?" This marks the rise of Dick Grayson, as the new Vampire King, sparking the conflict central to the story of DC versus vampires.